About Turkey's so-called neo-Ottoman ambitions. Turkeys say they are simply being defensive to protect their own citizens, but European watchers say what's really happening with Turkey is that President Erdogan is concerned about internal stability and territorial integrity, which is why he's willing to take on, it seems, all regional rivals of late. How far will Turkey go in its conflict with Greece and the EU to drill, baby, drill? We have just learned, literally, before, as I was preparing this newscast and getting ready to come out here and talk to you, that the U.S. military now, keyword, U.S. military, has now sent warships into this area with this conflict. It proves, by the way, that this conflict seems to be getting even more heated. Turkey says it means no malice. That's the word they use. But Greece and 8 other countries in the region say they're not so sure. These countries include Cyprus, Syria, Lebanon, Jordan, Israel, Palestine, Egypt, and Libya. All have some kind of claim to those waters that Turkey wants to drill in.
Crystal clear waters, exploited for what lies below. According to the 2010 U.S. Geological Survey, an estimated 1.7 billion barrels of oil and 3.5 trillion cubic meters of gas can be found in the eastern Mediterranean's Levant Basin province, never mind nearby waters. The massive reserves have prompted Cyprus, Greece, Israel, Egypt, Turkey, and others in the area to tap into the sea. However, a disputed maritime territory in the region has created tensions between Greece and its neighbor, Turkey. In July, Turkey announced that it was going to send a survey ship to the waters off the coast of a Greek island in the area. The plan was seemingly brought to an end when the U.S. and France both sent their navy to the region to conduct military exercises with the Greeks. Shortly after, though, the Turkish ship hit the water anyway, and adding to tensions, it was flanked by 5 Turkish naval vessels. While some say Turkey's actions have stemmed from the country's feeling left out as its neighbors form alliances in the region,
we don't have designs on anyone's rights, but we won't let any country take away our rights.
According to Greece, Turkey is acting aggressively.
The obsession over unlawfulness doesn't produce justice. It affirms Turkey's destabilizing role in the region. It affirms its lack of argumentation.
Turkey, however, seems determined to continue its exploratory mission, and some say it may be more out of desperation than aggression. Currently, Turkey is experiencing energy issues. The nation is heavily reliant on Russian oil and gas, and technical problems with shared pipelines have cut the flow, making that fact more evident than ever. Add that the US and EU seem to be siding with Greece in the dispute. Many believe Turkey has been pushed into a corner and is lashing out. Right now, US Navy vessels have joined others from the European Union and Russia, raising concerns that tensions in the area could quickly escalate, possibly setting off a powder keg in the eastern Mediterranean, while creating a dangerous crack in NATO.
Well, it's very difficult actually to say who is correct, because I believe it's not a matter of being correct or wrong. This is a conflict, in my opinion, in which each country of the region is trying to get as much as it can from the oil and gas resources of the East Mediterranean basin. But the fact is, this is how I see it, is Turkey feels very much being isolated by a group of countries in the region. Don't forget that in early 2019, Egypt, Israel, Jordan, Greece, Cyprus, they established the East Med Gas Forum. Turkey was the only country in the East Mediterranean, plus, of course, Syria and Lebanon, but that is a different issue because Israel is a member to this forum now that is related to the Arab-Israeli conflict. But Turkey is the only country that is having a relationship with Israel that has been excluded from joining this forum. And Turkey feels very much like being sidelined by these countries. There is like an alliance between all these countries to keep Turkey at bay and prevent Turkey actually from having its share from the cake in the east of the Mediterranean. So Turkey here, I feel, is on one hand in a very defensive position. On the other hand, Turkey, which in my opinion does have some regional ambitions, which is fed by the vacuum that has been created by the United States in the region feels like it should need its own independent gas and oil resources, because Turkey is relying so far on Russia and Iran, and the two countries are not, at the end of the day, they are not friends of Turkey, because there are so many problems between Turkey and Russia, between Turkey and Iran, in Syria, in Libya, and other places. So Turkey would want actually to have like an independent energy resources of its own. So this is.
Yes, I mean, it's a pity that God put Turkey's oil under other people's land and water, to paraphrase Donald Rumsfeld some time ago. It may well be that Turkey needs its independent source of oil and gas, but it doesn't have it, and that doesn't entitle it to take other people's. And that's what it's doing now, a policy which unites Syria, Lebanon, Israel, and Palestine against you is obviously a very flawed policy. And they're now almost at war. NATO members, frigates clashing, the US Navy steaming into the area. Now, you wouldn't think that Erdogan's government was the one that initially came to power saying that it wanted zero quarrels with the neighbors. That was their flagship policy. And now they have a quarrel with all of their neighbors and have been in armed conflict with some of them, most particularly Syria, but also in Iraq, the very place that they expect to give them sweetheart deals for oil and gas. It's very macho. It's thuggish, actually. He's not an Ottoman. He doesn't have the grace of an Ottoman. Erdogan is the leader of the Muslim Brotherhood. That's why he's fighting for the Muslim Brotherhood in Libya and why he's got forces in Qatar. He is the capo, the tutti capo of the Muslim Brotherhood in the world.
I think when we talk about Turkey and energy resources in the region, we have to take into account that there is a conflict between Turkey and Greece over Cyprus. And that is the legal ground that Turkey is actually trying to use in order to justify its rights in the East Mediterranean gas and oil resources. As far as NATO is concerned, I'm not sure there's going to be any sort of direct military confrontation between Turkey and other NATO.
Well, Turkey is in illegal occupation of northern Cyprus. There's not a dispute between Turkey and Greece over Cyprus. Turkey invaded Cyprus and seized the territory. It's recognized by nobody in the entire world except Turkey. So to pray in aid their illegal occupation gained by invasion in 1974 of Turkey to justify their ships out looking for oil and gas around Cyprus is simply ridiculous.